I think I'm gonna go and get the rest of the potatoes. But look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Look, 1, 2. I was walking by the potato bag that I had planted in the garden, and I noticed that the leaves of the potato plant had withered away. So I pulled it up, and in pulling up one of the stems, this is what I got. What I'm excited to see is my yellow flowers over there. And usually that's the sign that we're heading into the ending of the summer season. You know, like we're in the middle of the summer season, and everything is just really popping, but then we know that the end is near also because we're in August. But this is the best that this has ever looked since I planted them. And to tell you the truth, I really don't remember the name of it, but I'm so glad that I planted it. It's like a marigold, a kind of, it's in the marigold family, that much I do know. And it's looking so good. I am so happy to have a bloom this morning. I think this is Ballerina, the summerific blooms. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Well, it is hot and muggy out here in the garden, but yet my basil is doing fantastic. I divided the basil. It was all in one pot, and it was just too much, but it is doing very well here, and it's still too much because, as you can see, there are many plants here, and what I need to do is get some more soil. I just barely had enough soil, and divide them some more. I really love the basil, and this basil I got from the Dollar Tree Seeds, the American Seeds Company. Yeah, and I just sprinkled it in one of the white container, and they came up, and I've just been enjoying the basil. Really nice and very healthy. And I actually put the basil in this container so I know what the basil could look like, you know, if given more space and room, and tastes delicious too. So this pot has been doing very well, and I'm very happy with my container gardening here. I just wanted to show you this. Check this out. This is my caladium, and that is a caladium flower. If you didn't know what it was, that's what that is. I was walking by the potato bag that I had planted in the garden, and I noticed that the leaves of the potato plant had withered away. So I pulled it up, and in pulling up one of the stems, this is what I got. And I'm so impressed with that because I only put 2 potatoes in, and these look like brand new potatoes. So I need to go and actually pull up the potato bag and find out how many potatoes have I gained for this season in the grow bag. But I think this looks so good. In the spring, I planted potatoes in a grow bag, and they are right here. And as you can see now, the shoots, the leaves of the potato has withered away. And I believe that I do have potatoes. Now this is heavy, so I can't lift this up with one hand, but I think inside of this is where I got the potatoes. So what I'm going to have to do is to move this from here, this pot, and bring it to an area where I can actually dig in and get the potato. But it's in a bag. It's one of those bags that you can get from the grocery. And I just put some holes at the bottom and some soil. So I'm going to see if I can. I know I can't lift up this bag. This is heavy and it's wet. It's in a great place, and it's been covered so that I know that the potatoes are good. But let me just lift them up, and then tomorrow I can actually, let's see what we get. Ooh, look at the worms. Look at this, people. You see those worms? And the potatoes that are there. So there may be more potatoes in the bottom. From one potato, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 potatoes. Look, that's a good size. So tomorrow, when I'm more able to handle this, I think I'm going to go and get the rest of the potatoes. But look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Look, 1, 2, I'm going to just put it on the grass here. 3, and then there's some baby ones, and we could probably use them as seed potatoes. And so this is what the stem looks like here, and that's gone. But inside, I'm sure there are more potatoes in the bottom. So I'm not prepared to do that right now, to check and dig for more. Let's see. Put my hand in it. Wow, look at that. Here's another one. Cool. I love to wear gloves though. But look at that. There's another potato. Woo. Well, I don't have my gloves on, so I'm going to let them stay in here for now, and then later on we will dump it out and see what we get. Or maybe we could just leave them in there and see if more potatoes will grow. Who knows? But for right now, check that out. From 2 potatoes come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have 3 more potatoes indoors, so all together 8 potatoes. Wow, 4 each. And I know that there are more in the bag probably. So that is a wonderful harvest. Yay. Well, I am so excited about the harvest that I pulled out the bag here, and I got my gloves, so I'm going to dig in there and see if I can get some more potatoes. And I have this container tray here. Then I'm going to just put them on. and we'll see what we get. All right. So we definitely have worms. Here's a little one. I've seen that before. I don't see any more. Oh, that is. See a little seed potato here. And a lot of worms. So maybe that's it. I was getting happy, hoping for more. But that's pretty decent though, when you think about it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use this soil for something else because it's healthy with all of those worms in there. And but I'm happy with what I got here. This is my potato harvest for this year with the Yukon Gold potatoes. I had 2 of them in the grow bag, and these 2 look really good. They're a good, or 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are good size here, as well as this one too. I would say that's a good size, and then some smaller ones. So from 2 potatoes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 potatoes. I would say that I pretty much, they more look like double. You know, they doubled the, like from one I would say like 3 here, and from the other, this I would put together as 1 potato here, 3. Isn't that nice? And they look so healthy and shiny. Yeah, and so this is the Yukon Gold. I will try it again and try the grow bags again. It's really wonderful. I just wanted to show you up close the caladium flower, and this is my caladium that I got from Costco, and is just now enjoying the heat and starting to bloom. So this is what a caladium flower looks like. Isn't that pretty? I think it's pretty. I mean, we grow the caladium bulbs for the leaves. However, the flower is just very exotic to me. It appears exotic, and I like it. Now I'm hoping before the season's out that this pot will fill up with the leaves and that it will grow in, especially because now we have all of this heat and warmth, and finally they've decided to actually open up and explode, which is fine because, you know, it's a new interest. It brings new interest to the garden. Every single day the garden is changing and different things are coming up. It's amazing. You can't get bored with the garden because there's so much variety in it, and that's what keeps me gardening. That's what keeps me excited about the garden, because every morning when I wake up and I come down here and I observe the garden, I just see something else that just makes me extremely happy, like this canna. Now, isn't that beautiful? I just love it. And then with the bird bath there, it's just nice. it was worth saving. These cannas I had last year, and I saved the rhizome and replanted them, and now I'm enjoying them again. So it was a good investment, and they multiply. I have some in the corner over there, and I have in the other corner of this bed, and it's looking really, really good. What I'm really impressed with is my elephant ear, which is something that I'm going to continue to save. Look at how spectacular it looks. So here is an up close look at these beautiful blooms. So here is an up close look at these beautiful blooms. And I just love them here in this bed, because here I have my this is my bottle pear tree, and I have these beautiful coleus that are just so nice. They're now coming into their own. Really pretty. I also have my dahlias here, and it's been sporadic, but hopefully they will bloom and it will look really pretty when everything is full. I was hoping that they would come in now with the beauty of this yellow. You see that? And just have a layer, so that we'll have the bottom layer with the coleus and the begonias, the next layer the dahlias, and then the upper layer with the yellow flowers. Well, at least that was the hope. I am so happy to have a bloom this morning. I think this is ballerina, the summerific blooms. And there are a lot of buds there, so I believe that we're going to have a lot of flowers. This is just the beginning. And then I also have this one here. What I wanted to show you also is the zinnias. Yeah, the zinnias, they're small, but they are starting to develop, and along with the marigolds. So this area is going to fill out a little bit with color. It'll be pretty. My Eden climbing rose is giving me some late bloom. Not much, but just enough to inspire and remind me of how they looked in the springtime, early summer. It's definitely a beautiful rose, climbing rose. And there are some more blooms there. So we're going to get some late color here from this wonderful rose bush. Eden climbing rose, or climber rose. I love it in each of its different stages. Isn't that pretty? Sunday harvest. It's going to be a scorcher today. 96 degrees for us here in the New England area. So I decided to come out early this Sunday morning and to gather my greens. These, I believe, are collards, and they look healthy and beautiful. I am going to saute them in and create a really nice stew. And then this is my kale. I also have with the kale some of the mustard greens too as well. And then in this I have my mint because I'm going to make myself some tea. And I did harvest these tomatoes early, so I won't use these, but I'm going to put them on the table so they can ripen in the house. But this is going to be the centerpiece, my potatoes that I harvested on yesterday. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to use these little potatoes as seed potatoes, and probably these two as well, these 4 potatoes, and put them back in the grow bag because the soil is fantastic. And hopefully I'll get another harvest of potatoes. And these are Yukon Gold, and they're so beautiful. So I'm excited about my Sunday dinner. For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.